welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will put toe to leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Adams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Picks up the first down. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. With jet sweep pass. Turns it on down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Bama. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. And the ball's free behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And some room to work. Turning it on. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Drop dropping back. It's Ncaa. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Tide. And what a turn of events. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you gotta still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion. You've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Touch pass on the run. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 41, but gave him 10 on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Bama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. And went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Here's the heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up fourth down.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. The snap sets up to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Brought down at the 2-yard line, just a couple steps away from the pick six. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to run the football at this area of the field, right? They're just trying to give themselves some space so they can go operate, but the defense just bullied him up front at the point of attack, and they're able to tackle that guy for a loss down at the 1-yard line.
Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Motion from the wideout. Power football with the run. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The short hands, it's Jackson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and now will leave it up to the offense on the next drive. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Miller with the ball. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Pulls it in. It's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You want to talk about building a drive around the guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He wants to change this route. to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive and second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got a little space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, well, that would be a fun day.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Trying to set up the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, and he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run it to the right side. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's Ncaa. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. The screen, he can go! And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll set up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's right up on the receivers. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only turnover. He picked up a chunk of yardage, too. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. The sneak scores it.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Using the quick game. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw at Simpson. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Finds his man. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up. Good for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Got a man, it's Adams. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air, it's Simpson. Looking to scramble. A deep throw as the clock winds down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of
Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will put total weather and will get started. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. Coming out aggressively. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for a room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down in the 29. Go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Oh, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, first down and more. At the 45, on his way. He's loose. The tag. Touchdown, Ducks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
What a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. start this drive, going to the air. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the foot.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. The 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Stewart. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. The Ducks. Fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Moore to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Rush coming in hot, and they've got him at the 29.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this one. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Might be calling a hot route. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. With the catch, it's low. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They'll immediately call timeout. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Quickly to the tight end.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third down play from the gun. It's complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. From the gun, the ground game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. Moore will throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, DeBosa's. Jim's still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the...
There he goes.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Under fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Looking to throw on first down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive effective play on this drive.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Stewart. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Touchdown, Ducks! Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Takes an easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Dances away. Sails one into the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off play action on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Grab behind the line, it's Jackson. He's in open space downfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback moving. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Makes the grab past the marker. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you that number...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball play. They'll try the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Slings it downfield. Got his man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice falling.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. It seems like on every snap, he is right in the quarterback's grill. 2nd sack of the day. And maybe Joey Bosa and Chase Young and Vernon Golston better watch out. There could be a new single-season sack record at some point.
And when you mention those guys, when you watch the game, they always had their imprint on the game. They always dominated and have to think, where is that guy? We better block him because he keeps hitting.
Trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw on 3rd and long. He'll take another shot here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Off and running. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Got his man out of the backfield. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Slams ahead. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Ohio State, 27.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
More to the air. The throw. This one's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tiger. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It's a draw. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. How about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a crease, it's Durham. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. LSU quick to the line.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He might want another play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out.
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting... takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Ncaa. Using his legs to buy some time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
Defense did a great job, third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Tries to get it on the ground. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They run the reverse. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough edges on third down. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that... Exactly what they got.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
He wants to throw it. Here. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown LSU! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll line up to go for two. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there, they didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Connection to the right. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Cumstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Deep to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around and give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
He shreds the tackle. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He lets it go on the move. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to scramble to his left. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 40.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
This offense working quickly. First couple minutes already down threatening in the red zone. He's going to lose yards there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. It's Simpson. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The ninth play of a strong opening drive. It's third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. On the move now. Escapes the pocket, but can now make a play, and they sack him.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. The pocket breaking down, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
They're going to run it here. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Ncaa. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Adams. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Past the 30. He's in the clear. Inside the 40. At the 30 now. The 10. Touchdown. Tied. He wins the foot race to the end zone. Simple throw. All the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And he runs it in there. The two-point conversion puts them on top by a point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Grant. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. He'll hand it off. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Handoff here from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own with the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The sure hands. It's Smith. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Pressure is coming. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. My completion makes it second and medium. Looking to chuck it again. The pass rush closing in. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's how you finish a play.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Make the extra point and go up 6. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Adams. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Finding some room at the 25. The defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Back to throw. It's Simpson. He's looking deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and really go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have. But you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this postgame with halftime approaching. Alabama needing this fourth down conversion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Hooker steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I love this dual touch pass call. It stretches this defense out, puts a lot of pressure on the defense to have to contain and get wide, and it can open up so many different aspects of the offensive playbook.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. I'm running down, just one play left here in the half.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The tight end makes the catch downfield. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
The Buckeyes are going to cash in this red zone trip. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They finish off the scoring drive.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. To throw, it's Saying. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they will score. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Looking for a man. He's running out of time here. He'll make it into the end zone, cutting the deficit down to just 4.
Well, we know this quarterback is a threat throwing the football. Here he uses his legs to get this 2-point conversion. Nice call.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Oh, here comes the reverse. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The Buckeyes with first and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Saying. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. down. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sentence before we move on. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they put 6 more on the board. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. From the shotgun, drops back. And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
Bringing it out, it's Williams. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. To the air, it's Simpson. Looking deep down the left side. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Wide open downfield. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And looking to throw now on first down. The junior tried to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, we always talk about receivers that if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Back to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. First down here for this offense.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on the first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Back to pass. It's Simpson. He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. with the ground game. Refuses to be stopped. It's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Well, that's the last thing that this offense could afford to do is turn the football over to give the other side a chance at taking the lead. Now they got to hope their defense saves the day.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Grab down the middle, it's Cuevas. We bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this time it's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Portland. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Out pass on the jet sweep. Powering through a tackle. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's off to the defense. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First play of the drive now, the 25. DB's backing off from the line now. To throw, it's Ncaa. Bringing pressure. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. What a catch by the sophomore.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a 1st down.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the 1st down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your 1 timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Quick throw to the left side. It's reeled in. It's Peoples. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. They move with 6, but going to the line here on first down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He lets it rip. The ball is picked off. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
game.